How does this community engaged project impact your learning?
This project impacted my learning because it was real-life application. I recently started browsing to see what types of careers might be available to me after I finished my graduate degree. I found several careers that stated the candidate needs experience in creating technology improvement plans. I was excited because I now know how to do that. The very last week, we were asked to critique our district's current technology plan. I was shocked to see how similar the format of my technology plan was compared to my district's.
How does this community engaged project promote your critical thinking skills? Technology, infrastructure, layout, and facilities.
Understanding infrastructure was a very weak area of expertise for me. To create a profile of my institution, I had to research the meaning of different infrastructure technology and watch several YouTube videos on what certain things did and how they worked and how they made the internet work, basically. I did this just to be able to form interview questions for our district network specialists. This promoted critical thinking because I had to understand infrastructure in order to know what the weak areas are in our infrastructure.
Hardware and software system provided to meet the diverse needs.
This was one of the more important factors in my institution. I've told you several times that we have 4 schools, special education units that are actually fed into our schools. So this kind of was a factor that was really close to my heart, and I really wanted to improve it. This was one of the more important factors in my institution plan. Our campus is so unique in this area. Therefore, I needed to create something that would impact our school's diverse population. I did a lot of research during the school profile to figure out how to build this school's diverse population up.
Identification of support standards.
Starting this project, knowing the standards that affect instructional technology was a weak area for me. After having to research standards that affect technology in the classroom, I was shocked to find all the current policies that are being passed to support 21st century teaching methods. It really fueled my fire and helped me to realize how much I need to assist other teachers in turning their classrooms into 21st century classrooms. Goal statement and analysis. I had to build on prior learning from last semester to build a goal statement that could create measurable objectives. I had to analyze the goal and create strategies and assessments that could help the institution reflect on growth or lack of growth that the campus is making. Description of assessment instruments. I found resources that showed how a rubric is a great tool for creating a universal grading system. Therefore, if I'm grading it and somebody else is grading it, we're grading it along the same guidelines. I also researched and found an article that explained how any surveys should be short so people are more apt to take them. I really analyzed this information and created assessments that were rubric-based or had very short surveys. Identification of needs in technology funding and management. Before I started this project, I had already assumed what the weakest areas would be at my institution. I have worked there for 4 years, so I know the campus quite well. However, the project really forced us to get out there and interview and observe strengths and weaknesses. These interviews helped me to find the weaknesses I didn't even know the institution had. After that, I learned something very key in creating a technology plan. Always conduct a needs analysis and never assume that you know the strengths and weaknesses. Lean on your colleagues for ideas. They may see factors of the institution in a different light than you. Maintenance and support system and available resources. Like I said before, I know the institution well, so I know how the maintenance systems operate. However, it was great to hear the strengths and weaknesses from others who may perform the maintenance job or are affected by the maintenance job. The needs analysis helped me to understand how to fix the issues on the campus that may arise from not having support personnel at the facility on a daily basis.